Hello, OAS family. We're going to be reviewing a book today. This book is one book in a series of books, and translated from Chinese, the series is essentially called How to Paint. So, very simple title. So what I like about, what's kind of unique about these books is the size. So as you can see, that the book is actually quite small. So in total, it's just about 8.5 inches tall by about 5 3/4 wide, rough dimensionally. So you can see it can be carried easily in one hand, very easy to take along with you, to thumb through, or have as a resource when you're on the move. So I like that about the book a lot. The other thing that you'll notice is that the writing in the book is completely in Chinese. So before you sort of write that off as saying, oh, I can't make use of a book that's completely written in Chinese, I would give this book a shot, because there are a lot of, this book is very useful, or these books are very useful, almost like as like a handheld reference, like a pictorial reference. So I don't find it problematic that the writing is in Chinese, because a lot of the illustrations are basically self-explanatory. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about the structure of the book. So the book is filled with sort of elemental, what I would call elemental illustrative instruction. So this is what I'm talking about. You can see here that there's this plum blossom instruction, and it goes and basically builds off of one small grouping, and it shows you the grouping getting larger and larger in different types of elements and different types of strokes that are added. So this is kind of like a 1, 2, 3 type of instruction. Not exactly stroke by stroke, but it is building upon each other in a way that, in my opinion, is pretty clear and pretty effective. So then the other thing that this book has, as you can see, is a lot of different styles and compositions. So here is sort of a looser sort of color style. On this right-hand side, we have another illustrative example of instruction that's mostly focused on branches. So that's the other thing that I like about this book, is it's not restricted to one style. So here you can see that this composition here is quite elaborate. So we've got an elaborate style example there, while we have a very black and white sort of looser style on the left-hand side. So as we go through the plum section, you can see that there are a combination of different styles and different compositions, and just really a great little book to give you lots of ideas about directions that you could take your plum blossom painting. So I really like this book in particular, but these books in general for this reason. So I'm just going to flip through here the rest of the plum section. You can see, and then here we'll get to the orchid section. Okay, so we can see here orchid, another example of some illustrative instruction, both on leaves and flowers. Different compositions, one in this sort of very loose black and white ink style, which I really like. And then also we get into a different style, which is color with some outline work and some shading work, which is kind of unique. And then this combination of loose style leaves with meticulous flowers, I really like. That's very unique. And so this is the orchid section. I'll just sort of thumb through so you can get an idea. Lots of really nice, diverse paintings, compositions, and ideas here in this orchid section. Okay, great. So now we get to bamboo. Again, some illustrative instruction. This is a very different style bamboo painting than I'm used to seeing. I like it. It's very unique. Again, we have different composition ideas. Different styles, very, very indicative of this book. Now we get to the chrysanthemum section. Again, illustrative instruction, some outline work, some meticulous color work. This is very, very nice color work in the chrysanthemums and different styles. In the chrysanthemum section, you can see it focuses a little bit more heavily on the meticulous style. but it also does have some spontaneous style examples as well. Okay, so this is the chrysanthemum section. All right, so that's basically the end of the book. Again, this is book 11 of the series How to Paint, and the subject matter is The Four Gentlemen, and you can find it on our website at www.orientalartsupply.com. Thanks a lot. Talk to you soon.